Started. Hello guys.
The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good evening, guys. I hope I'm audible. Can you hear me? If yes, please tell S in your comment box. Am I audible, guys? Yes, Sharon. Good evening, Sharon. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Sanjit, Vijay. Good evening to all who are watching on YouTube also. Good evening, Naresh. So we'll start another 3 minutes. Good evening, Chandana, Likita, Bhaskar. All right, guys, this session is hosted in two platforms. One is YouTube, another one is GoToWebinar. There are a few people in GoToWebinar and a few people in YouTube. So I welcome you all. Max Tech, hi. Dinesh, Priyanka, Raju, Sujay. Good to see you all here in this session. And for YouTube, guys, you have a link in the type form. Like you can go and fill that link if you're interested to know more about placements. Hello. We'll start another 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute and counting.
Able to join, guys? Yes. All right. So yes, guys. Well, I can see a lot of familiar names. Good to see you all here, and I welcome all the newbies also. Glad that you guys are here, and I'm sure you all will love this session. I'll make sure that you all will change the perception of perception about aptitude. I'll try to. And so I hope many people, this is the first time you guys are attending my session. And yes, great weather here in Bangalore. In fact, every day it's a great weather here. I'm sure it is great weather out there also for you people. But what I want you for the next 1 hour, I want you guys to be very attentive, much focused with a pen, paper, anything you have nearby, a rough paper. It's also fine. But I want you guys to have some paper or pen to solve few problems. This session will be more of problem solving session, and I wanted to teach you guys about the strategies that you can follow in aptitude, right? Because a lot of people are final years, third years, who are like say preparing for your upcoming placements, and I'm sure this class is going to help you at least give you 5 extra marks in your placement exams, right? So before proceeding, I just want to quickly check whether I'm audible. So utils and GoToWebinar, please answer the poll. If I'm audible, we can start the session. Yes. Great. So this is especially for GoToWebinar people. There is a hand raise button there. You can click on hand raise button whenever I ask you to click, ask you to raise hands. I hope I'm audible again. Please raise hands if I'm audible. Right, great. I have double checked whether I'm audible or not. Now, YouTube people, next time try to come on, GoToWebinar so that you have extra facilities of answering polls, taking surveys, understanding how others feel about, like say something like aptitude or technical, etc. So yes, great. So my name is Pandala Raja, and for the newbies who are here, I've completed my engineering in 2011, and since then, I've been working on improving students' aptitude skills, both as a trainer and a mentor. I've spoken with so many people who are attending this session already. I hope you guys remember me as well. And yeah, it's been seven and a half solid years, and good to see different gen set of people all the way. Now, handling session to you all, which feels great and refreshing. To be honest, I feel younger, right? So to meet you guys, and cool. So the agenda of today's session, I'm going to teach you two methods in which I'm going to cover almost 30% of the whole syllabus of quantitative aptitude, maybe some reasoning as well. By the way, is it even possible in another 40 minutes? Is it possible to cover 30% of the problems that you will face in your recruitment test, like TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, Wipro, Cognizant, or even the product companies? Is it even possible? I definitely feel it is possible, and I'll show you how it is possible because every recruitment test has a pattern, and most of the pattern follows the similar kind of questions, which you will be knowing soon, right? So, guys, the next 40 minutes is going to be a very intensive problem solving session. I want you guys to like get ready for it, right? Now, before that, I wanted to know the mindset of the people, and this is a poll which is coming on front of you. Which is the most difficult section in your placement exam? I want you guys to quickly vote. YouTube people, you can just comment which section you find it difficult in your recruitment test. Which section, be it quantitative aptitude or verbal ability or programming language or coding or GDPI, which section you feel is difficult? Which section you feel it is difficult? Okay, I'm getting few answers in YouTube: English, technical, quants, verbal, quants, and People out there in GoToWebinar, I want you guys to vote, which is there right on your screen. Click on the option, which section you feel the most difficult. I'm going to close it in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. Not very surprising though. Not very surprising. I'll right now share the result. So 27% of the people say that quantitative aptitude is difficult, and 22% says programming language. Another 22% says coding. So I believe mostly the same set of people, because programming and coding goes hand in hand, right? 19% of the people says it's verbal, and 10% GD and personal interview. All right, the topper of this poll is quantitative aptitude, and I feel like say this session is going to be really awesome because most of the people here feels that it is difficult. All right, as I said, these two strategies that we are going to discuss now is going to give a lot of confidence in you guys that you are going to solve quants easily, at least better than before, right? All right. Now let's go to the first approach, which is bottom-up approach. Right. So what is this bottom-up approach? See, it's a fancy naming, but it's okay. You have to remember strategies with fancy names. You know, a lot of theories, right? So similarly, this is something that you can remember, bottom-up approach. So if you see a question, say national qualifier test, you might see a question and there will be 4 options for this question. And nowadays, some questions might not have options also, because in TCS national qualifier test, if you see, there will be a fill in the blanks question also for quantitative aptitude, right? So that's called as, you will get to know if you're a third year student. If you're a final year student, you would have already seen that advanced section of TCS Ninja or TCS digital qualifier test. Now I'm talking about only the MCQ questions, right? So what is meant by MCQ? Multiple choice question. It means and there'll be 4 options in the question. Now, I always tell to my students right from the days I started training them, your question is not complete without the options. Your options are also a part of question. It means what? The options will have a great clue, or you can take your option as a great first step to reach your answer, right? So that's what we are going to see, how to use this strategy, guys. Now, what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to solve this question. I'll give you a minute time. I want you guys to solve this question. Everybody, take your pen, paper, rough paper, don't care. I want you to solve it. A minute time already started. I want the answers in the comment box. Come on, guys, fast. All right, I got some answers. Yes, good. Rahman, Kishore. What about the others? Rest of the people? Anu, yes. Yes, Prabalika, Chaitra. Jyotla, yes. Yash, Karlin, Shavani, Arun. Good, guys. Keep it going. I want the others, rest of you. I want you to up your game and start solving, guys. Come on. So Ranveer takes 3 hours more than Arjun, who drives his car 5 km/h faster than Ranveer, to cover a distance of 180 km. What is the speed of Ranveer? So everyone, I'm sure you will know that this question is under time, speed, and distance. And Yeah, of course, basics of any topics is important or are important. Like say, because if you don't know the basics, I can't even think about how to approach this problem. Most of the students, the problem is basically they will be very attentive in their classroom training, but when it comes to them to solve that problem, even though they had listened to that particular concept, they'll not be able to take the first step. This is because they don't read the questions properly. They don't really give importance to the data in the question. Always, guys, when you look at a question, be very analytical. You have to think through, right? You have to be very, very careful about the data given in the question. So, what I'm going to teach you, first of all, you have to believe that you can solve. Now, let's imagine that we believe. Now, we are coming to this question. What I know about this question is very simple. Distance is equal to speed into time. This is the only thing I know about this question, right? This is the only thing I know about time, speed, and distance. You know what is great about time, speed, and distance? There is only one formula, and I would call that as an advantage as well as a disadvantage, because you'll have to know how to use this formula in the appropriate places. Now let's come to the data. There are two people, Ranvir and Arjun. Now we know that Ranvir is 3 hours faster than Arjun. Takes, sorry, 3 hours more. Ranvir takes 3 hours more than Arjun. So I'll write it here. Ranvir takes 3 hours more than Arjun. And this is time. This is time. Let's come to the speed. Ranvir and Arjun. Why he takes 3 hours? Because Arjun is 5 hours faster than, sorry, 5 kilometer per hour faster than Arjun. Sorry, Ranvir. All right. Arjun is 5 kilometer per hour faster than Ranvir. That's why Ranvir takes 3 hours more than Arjun. Simple logic, right? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to use X and Y and equate the equations and find it. What I would rather use, I'll use this 4 options to my strength, and I will use this as the data to get the answer, right? Now what I'll do, the question is, what is the speed of Ranvir? So speed of Ranvir, let's take it as 8 kilometer per hour, right? Speed of Ranvir, let's take it as 8 kilometer per hour. So what will be the speed of Arjun? What will be the speed of Arjun? Come on, guys. If Ranvir's speed is 8 kilometer per hour, what will be Arjun's speed? I want you guys to answer. Yes, it will be +5. It will be +5. Yes, Vijay, you're right. So it'll be 13 kilometer per hour, right? It will be 13 kilometer per hour. Now I want to check whether I will be getting the time difference of 3 hours by using this formula. Distance is equal to, sorry, time is equal to distance by speed. So 180 by 8 and 180 by 13. The answer's difference should be 3 hours. Will I get, okay, let me check with the other option as well. This is A. Now what about B? If Ranvir speed is 10 kilometer per hour, Arjun's speed will be, yes, 15 kilometer per hour. So what will be it? 180 by 10, and here it will be 180 by 15. Now coming to C, 180 by 15, if this is Ranvir's time, Arjun's time will be 180 by 20, because he is 5 kilometer per hour faster. And what is the last option? 180 by 20, and this will be 180 by 25. Now again, here I have to strategize smartly. I will try to solve ones which are easier for me. So this will be 180 by 10, it is 18. 180 by 15, it is 12. What is the difference here? It is 6 hours. So this cannot be the answer. Now coming here, 180 by 15 is 12 hours. 180 by 20 is 9 hours. So which means the time difference is 3 hours. So answer should be option C. You don't want to even equate it, or it's actually a very, very simple problem. Even equations, you will get it easily. Why I'm choosing this problem to explain you this strategy is, if you learn this problem with that bottom-up approach, moving forward, you will cultivate that habit and you will use this as a strategy to solve many aptitude problems. All right. I hope you guys understood this. I hope you guys understood. So what I'm doing is I'll see the question, speed of runway is the question. It means the choices given here are all an option of speed of runway. So speed of runway, if it is 8 kilometer per hour, speed of Arjun will be 13 kilometer per hour because we know Arjun is 5 kilometer per hour faster. So using this two data, I can find whether their time difference is 3 hours because already I know the distance. I hope you guys understood how to solve it. So this will actually save a lot of time. Okay. Right. Let's go to next problem. I want you guys to use this strategy and try solving it. First thing, believe that you can apply it. First, make sure you are looking at the data very carefully. Data is very important, guys. A minute time for you. Yes, Abhishek, I'll definitely help you. Maybe after this problem, I'll quickly go through it. Don't worry, but try to solve this problem. A very easy question again. Okay, Rahman is saying B. Pravalika is also saying B. Pavitra is saying B. All right, booster pump can be used for filling as well as emptying a tank of capacity. So capacity of that tank is nothing but 2,400 meter cube. And there are two pipes. One is emptying pipe, another one is filling pipe. So what they're saying is the emptying capacity of the pump is 10 meter cube per minute higher than its filling capacity, right? So basically what? The emptying capacity of the pump is 10 meter cube per minute. So which is faster, right? Emptying capacity is faster. And the pump needs 8 minutes lesser to empty that tank than it needs to fill it, because since this is faster, this takes 8 minutes less time. See, this is 10 meter cube per minute faster and it takes 8 minutes less. Very, very similar to the last problem where we had 3 hours and then 5 kilometer per hour. These are the two data. With this two data only, we solve this problem. Similarly, we can solve this problem using this two data, 10 meter cube per minute and 8 minutes. Right. Now, what is the question? What is the filling capacity of the pump? Let's assume the filling capacity of the pump is 20 meter cube per minute. Right. So what will be the emptying capacity, guys? What will be the emptying capacity? If the filling capacity is 20 meter cube per minute, what will be the emptying capacity? Everybody, I want you guys to answer this very simple question. If the filling capacity is 20 meter cube per minute, the emptying capacity will be exactly, it's not 12, guys. That is time. Don't compare time and the filling capacity. Filling capacity is 10 meter cube per minute higher. So filling capacity, emptying capacity is 10 meter cube per minute higher. And if I know filling capacity is 20 meter cube per minute, emptying capacity will be 30 meter cube per minute. Am I right? It is 30 meter cube because I know it is 10 meter cube per minute is the difference. Now, this is option A. Let's take option B. If the filling capacity is 60 meter cube per minute, the emptying capacity will be 70 meter cube per minute because emptying capacity is 10 meter cube per minute higher. I hope you guys get it, right? Now, let's go to option C. If filling capacity, you don't want to really write like this during your examination. For you to understand, I'm writing like this. If filling capacity is 40 meter cube, emptying capacity will be 50 meter cube per minute, right? Yes, any doubts so far? The last option, if filling capacity is 50 meter cube per minute and the emptying capacity will be 60 meter cube per minute. Good. Now what I can do is, see, of course I will not write like this, but I'll choose each option and check. So capacity is 2400 and if it fills 20 meter cube per minute and capacity will not change 30 meter cube per minute, I'll check what is the time, right? So I'm just calculating for the time here, 60 and 2400 by 70. Here 2400 by 40 and here it's 2400 by 50. Here it's 2400 by 50 and it's here 2400 by 60. Now which option gives me 8 minutes difference? That's the answer. And again smartly what I'll do, I'll definitely go for something which is easier for me, right? So basically this is not easy because there is 70, it will take some time. This is easier for me. So it's 120 and this is 80. So 40 minutes difference. No, this is wrong. I'll go here. It is 60 and here it is 48. So here the difference is 12 minutes. This is also wrong because I have to get 8 minutes. Here it is 48 and here it is 40. So the difference is 8. So the answer is option D. Most of the people said it is option B, but actually it is wrong because if I put filling capacity as 50 meter cube per minute, then it is satisfying my condition. So it's not 60. The answer is 50 because they're asking the filling capacity, not the emptying capacity. Got it, guys? Any doubts? Any doubts so far? Great. So if somebody who's watching this class, if you had solved using equation method, you might have found it little difficult. See, actually that is also easy. I'm not denying that fact, but this method would save a lot of time for you. Trust me. If you practice this, it's going to be very, very easy. The bottom-up approach. Bottom-up approach is very simple. Just see, it can't be applied for all the problems, of course, but these kind of problems where you can definitely cross check and check whether it is satisfying a particular condition, you're already saving a lot of time. Okay. Yes. Now let's go to one last question of this approach, and I want you guys to definitely improve your thinking process now and act. You have to get that thing right in this question using bottom-up approach. Yes. Yes, Anna. All right, guys, go for this question. This is a TCS question. If you Google this question, you will find it. It was asked in TCS. Even in the last TCS Ninja, this question came. So very, very fresh, hot question for you. I'm just showing it that this also can be solved using bottom-up approach. But how? You want to try now? I want you guys to apply what you learned, because a lot of people don't apply what you learn. That is a problem with aptitude. That's why most of the people hate aptitude. When you start applying, you will definitely love it. And of course, the practice. A boy buys 18 sharpeners, green and white, for rupees 100. For every white sharpener, he pays rupees 1 more than the green sharpener. What is the cost of white sharpener and how much did he buy? Come on, guys, everybody. Very easy. I hope it is clear. Abhishek, the words are overlapped, not visible clearly. I hope it is clear for everybody else. Okay, I've started getting answers. A, C. Yes, Abhishek. Akash, Pavitra, Rahman, Abhishek, Priyanka. Okay, that's the last question answer. Sai, Chechen. Good, guys. You guys have improved your pace, but also accuracy matters, not just the pace. There are 35 questions. I'll quickly solve and sleep. No, that's not possible. You have to be accurate as well. So think again. Vijay, I'll teach you how to solve. So don't worry. Nityashri, please check the answer. Arya, there only you can answer. You can just comment the answers. Shubham says C. Shweta says C. Anu says B. Arun says B. Sushma C. All right, great. We shall solve this problem now with the same bottom-up approach. So what are the data? So as I said, always still when you see the question, when you look at the question, look at the data. That's very important. There are 18 sharpeners and two colors, green and white. And he buys it for rupees 100. Okay, I don't care which concept this problem is under, profit and loss or equations. I don't care. I just care about the data. For every white sharpener, he pays rupees 1 more than green sharpener. Now tell me, guys, ask this question to yourself: which sharpener is costlier? Which sharpener is costlier? For every white sharpener, he pays rupees 1 more than the green sharpener. Which sharpener is costlier? Okay, white, not green. Okay, white, not green. Okay, a different way of putting white. Anyways, good. So white is costlier. Yes. So what is the question? What is the cost of white sharpener and how much did he buy? So there are two questions here. First question, they're asking about the cost. Next question, they're asking how much did he buy? Great. So I'll take option A. I'll take option A. So what are the options? First one is cost. Next one is quantity, right? So if I take option A, the question is about white sharpener, right? So white sharpener, he got it for 5 rupees and he got 13 white sharpeners. So what should be green? What should be green, guys? White sharpener is 1 rupee more than green sharpener. So the cost of green sharpener will be 4. And how many green sharpeners you would have bought in this option? If I take this option, what will be the number of green sharpeners? What will be the number of green sharpeners? Check, the total sharpeners he got was 18. So you would have got 5 green sharpeners. Yes, you guys are correct. You would have got 5 green sharpeners. It means what? The total value of this should be 100. So white sharpener, for 13 white sharpeners, he paid 5 rupees. And for 4 white sharpeners, sorry, for 5 white sharpeners, he paid 4 rupees. If I add this, I should get 100 rupees. Am I getting 100 rupees? Of course, I will not be able to get 100 rupees because 5 into 3 is 5. The last digit is 5 here. The last digit is 0. So answer will end in 5. So this cannot be your answer. All right. So let's go to option B. So white sharpener cost, and this is quantity. So if he has cost, white sharpener's cost is 5 rupees, green sharpener's cost will be 4 rupees. If you had got 10 here, you would have gotten 8 green sharpeners because totally 18. So let's see whether it's working. So 5 into 10 is 50, 4 into 8 is 32. So if I add this 2, I'm not getting 100. So this cannot be the answer. Let's go to C. So cost and quantity, white and green. So if the white sharpener is 6 rupees, green sharpener will be 5 rupees because it is 1 lesser. And if you had got 10 here, you would have gotten 8 here because totally 18. So 6 into 10 is 60, 5 into 8 is 40. So if I add this to, I'm getting 100. So the answer is option C. So I don't want to remember any basics of any concept now. I just took the options. That's the beauty of this bottom-up approach. You don't really want to care whether it's profit and loss or equations. As I said already, you just have to be worried about the data of the question and how to check whether it is satisfying. For this strategy, you'll have to practice a lot of these questions, like lot of like profit and loss questions, percentage questions, time, speed and distance, time and work, even permutations and combinations sometimes, especially equations. All these topics will have very similar kind of bottom up approach questions where you can check whether it is getting satisfied. Got it? Yes? Any doubts, guys? So are you all like say yes? Okay, cool, great, no doubt. So now let's make a promise that we are going to use this bottom up approach. We'll at least try using this bottom up approach every time. At least we have to think whether I can apply this bottom up strategy every time when I see an aptitude question. Yes? Yes, guys. Right. Great. Very attentive audience today. All right. So my battery is running low. Just a minute, guys. Great. Now, may I know which topics come under this approach? As I said, Banu, this see, I'm not exclusively saying that this strategy will be applied only for this topic. This can be applied across all the topics, but you have to make sure, we have to just check whether, do I have any condition to check whether it's satisfying or not. For example, if you don't have any condition, right? Here the condition is I should get 18 sharpness together. Here the condition was what? I should get 8 minutes lesser. Here the condition was what? I should get 3 hours as a difference. So if you have some condition to check, then I think this is a great strategy that you can use in anything. Yes? All right, guys, formulas are important. Yes, I agree, but don't just believe in formulas. You'll do a lot of rot learning. We used to call rot learning because I have seen students sitting and mugging up the formulas and go for aptitude exam, which will never work for sure. Please trust me. Only the practice and thinking logically will definitely help you. Trust me, you will witness this if you practice this. Right now comes my most favorite approach. This I love this approach because of two reasons. One is it's very quick. It is like skyrocket speed that you can solve a problem. Second thing, it's more about intuition. It's more about you have to definitely high risk, high retention concept. This is right, but this is more about intuition and how you feel about that particular problem, and that's why I just named it as spy cam approach. But anyways, cool. Shall we go for it? Now you will know why this is called a spy cam approach when I tell you how it works. For that, I want you guys to solve this problem. I want you guys to solve this problem. The most famous Theseus problem back then in the year 2014, from the year 2014, in fact, it's a very famous Theseus problem. If you again go and Google it, Peter Paul Theseus, you'll find this question, and it looks very simple, but it is very difficult. I challenge everybody here. I want you guys to solve this problem under, you can take even 2 minutes, but I want you guys to solve this problem. Come on, guys. Show your skill. Come on, guys, everybody. This is a very challenging question. Looks very simple, but all simple things are really complicated in aptitude. Yes. If you see a one-line question, it means that question might not be very easy for placement standards. So yes, go for it. I'm giving you time. I hope the question is visible. Nishita, questions from PNC always makes me confused. You know, the easiest topic is permutations and combinations. Why? Because it's all about your arrangement and counting. If you are good in counting, then this is very easy. Right, Shraddha says 21, Rahman D, Shraddha B, Nitish 21. My first experience, that's name of this channel 21, Ashwini 21, Arun 21. Good. 36. 36. Chaitra, I don't think there is an option called as 36, maybe 26. Nitya Shri says 21, Monica Garg, Shubham Verma, Pavitra says 21. Okay, all say it's 21. Great. Myself, Jyoti 21. Okay. Oh, there's some good thing about 21 here. Sunny Dhiru says it's 24. Shirisha says 18. I'm very sure this question is very deceiving and difficult. Let's quickly take a vote. How many people feel that this question? Okay, well, how do you rate this question? Can we take a poll like that? Yes. How do you rate this question? Launch. I've launched a poll and go to webinar. You can click on the answer. And YouTube guys, you can comment whether this question is easy, medium, or difficult. I want you guys to comment whether this question is easy, medium, or difficult. Sunny Singh says it's difficult. Tarun asked anyone from LPU. A lot of people are from LPU here. Easy, medium, difficult. Okay. Medium, 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 difficult, difficult, medium, easy. Infinity Electron says it's easy. Great. Bhaskar says it's tough. Venkatesh, difficult. Okay, so it's wavering on easy. Sorry, easy. We have very less number of percentage. 6% of the people says it's easy, and 61% says it's medium, and 32% says it's difficult. And that's the result for you guys. You can check the result. So definitely this question comes in between medium and difficult, not easy. I agree. All right, let's solve this question. First of all, I think I'll take some time to explain this question. What does it mean? It's very deceiving, as I said already, right? So Peter is twice as old as Paul was. When Peter was as old as Paul is now, the some percentage of Peter and Paul is 42. Find the percentage of Peter. Right, great. Now what I understood from this is Peter and Paul, the percentage, if I add, I'll get it as 42. That's the only data I actually understood when I was reading the first time. Now Peter is twice as old as Paul was. Okay. When Peter was, okay, as old as Paul is now. So there are four things which are involved here. One is, like, say, present, past, and here I can I can draw a matrix, Peter and Paul. Let's take Peter's age as present age as X and Paul's present age as Y. Right? So it means what? Here it is X and here it is Y. Now listen very carefully. Peter is twice as old as Paul was when Peter was as old as Paul is now. So here is the clue for me. Here is a clue for me. When Peter was means what? Past. So here I'm talking about this column. When Peter was as old as Paul is now. What is as old as Paul is now? This is talking about present age of Paul, and this is talking about past of Peter. So some connection between this place and this place. We have to understand what is it. When Peter was, past, it's about past. As old as Paul is now, it is present. I know percentage of Paul is y. So these both are same is what they are telling. When Peter was as old as Paul is now, it means it's same. Why? Now they're saying a condition. Why? When did this happen? When Peter is twice as old as Paul was. When Peter is twice as old as. So it means they're talking about the present. This is present and this is past. Done. I have decoded the question. Peter is twice as old as Paul was. So it means what? This place is this. Am I right, guys? Did you guys understand this? Did you guys understand this? It's going to be little difficult for you to initially understand, but yeah, this is the whole decoding part of this, the first sentence. I'll repeat it for people who didn't understand. So, present, and I'll go with past. I'll go for Peter here. You know what is the big thing here? Okay, sir, a lot of students come and ask me when I go to take class, when I handle this online sessions, they ask, sir, you know this matrix, you know that you're thinking that you have to put a matrix. How should I start this problem? Because I don't know, I have to put a matrix or a table or equation. How to start that? Simple answer, practice. Because when you see such problems in practice every day, you will know whether you have to put a matrix or a table or just a formula or equation. Right, now coming to this question, I'm going to divide this question into two halves. One is this half. Okay, Peter is twice as old as Paul was. Okay, done. That is first half. This is second half. When Peter was as old as Paul is now. Okay, now I'm going to divide the second half into two. When Peter was, this is 1, as old as Paul is now. This is 2. So I have divided the second half into 2. So when Peter was, it means what? They are talking about the past. I already know percentage of Peter and Paul is, I have assumed it as X and Y. When Peter was means what? They're talking about Peter's past. Okay, good. Paul is now. It means percentage of Paul. This is talking about present. This is talking about past. So I'll directly go to the column. What is happening here? Y. It means this and this are same because they are saying as old as equal as same as. So it means this should be Y. Why did they tell this? When did this happen? This happened because of this. Peter is twice as old. Okay, Peter is okay. Paul was. This is present and this is past. Now let's go to the respective columns. Peter is twice. Paul was. Paul was means what here? Peter is twice as old as Paul was. So it means what? If Peter is say 20, Paul will be 10. That's what is twice as old as. So it means what? X by 2. You got it? Okay, finally, I'm hoping that everyone understood this. Let's go to the next step. See, we just started this problem and I hope everyone understood this now. Now, say imagine, let's keep a number, need not match the condition. Let's just keep the number. Say Peter is 20 and Paul is 8. So it means Pete pass, it should be 8 and it should be 10. Need not match, right? Now what is the difference between this x minus y should be same as y minus x by 2, because if my age and my brother's age, the difference is 10 years now, even after 30 years I and my brother will have a difference of 10 years only, correct? If my age is say 25 and if my brother is 30, even the difference is 5 years. Even after 30 years the difference will be 5 years only. So using this, I'm going to solve frame 2 equation and solve x plus y is 42. Then I have this equation, then y minus x by 2, I'll substitute and I'll solve. Now the problems become easier. Now this will take hardly 2 to 3 minutes first to understand the question, then to solve it. Now Ayushi, organizer is muting me. You will be always muted because this is only I can talk here. If you have any doubts, you can, probably post it in the comment box. Right. Guys, now I want you guys to imagine yourself as a sixth standard max teacher. Come on, everybody. Go back to your sixth standard. Try to be in your max teacher. I know most of the people won't like that max teacher in sixth standard, but anyways, I want you guys to remember, imagine that you are a sixth standard max teacher and you are framing a question for your class student. The question is x plus y is equal to 10 and x minus y is equal to 2. The question is find y. I want you guys to frame 4 options for this question. I want you guys to frame 4 options for this question. Come on, guys. I want you guys to frame 4 options for this question. Everybody. The question is x plus y is equal to 10, x minus y is equal to 2. Find y. Frame 4 options for this question. Of course, there should be one correct answer in that 4 option. What can be the other options? Don't take much time, guys. It's very simple. I want you guys to go for it. What are the 4 options that you put? Okay, Vijay says it's 4, 6, 7, 10. Suresh says it's 6, 4, 8, 10. Sujitra says it's 4, 6, 8, 7. Yash says it's 4, 6, 8, 10. Lokesh 8, 2, 12, 6. Rahman says 6. And Deepika says 4, 2, 3, 7, 5, 6, 10, 2, 6, 4, 7, 8. Ramya also says 6, 4, 7, 8. Sushma also says 6, 4, 7, 8. And someone says 4, 6, 8, 10. All right, great. So you guys understood. And let's see what is the answer for this question. So the answer will be what? 2x is equal to, sorry, my pen is not working here. Okay, 2x is equal to 12. So x is equal to 6. I'm sorry, guys, there's some problem. Okay, x is equal to 6. So many of you said 6 as the answer, and many of you will take 6 as answer. But what is the question here? Find y. So y's answer will be, if I substitute 6 here and 6 plus y is equal to 10, so y will be 4. So 4 should be there as one option. I'm very sure because that is the answer. That should be there. Now, many of the options here, if you see, there was another option in the combination that you guys had sent. If you see the YouTube comments or if you can see the GoToWebinar, everyone, not everyone, most of you guys, 98% of the people had 6 also as one of the option. Why? Most of the people, 98% of the people had 6 as one of the option. Why? 6 is not the answer. 6 is not the answer. 4 is the answer, but still many people had 6 as one of the option. Why, guys? What is the reason? What is the reason? Sujitra says it's even numbers. Is that the only reason? Because it's an even number, we are putting 6? No. Yes, Suresh got it right. Because to confuse people, the first step will be, what I will naturally do is I'll find x. First step, what I naturally do is I'll find x, right? So it means x option will also be there in the, x answer will also be there in the option. So this is a 6th standard question. Be it a 6th standard question or 6th semester question or aptitude question, TCS question, AMCAT question, every question paper setter will go through this kind of thought process. I want to make sure that I want to confuse this guy who is writing this test. Simple. As simple as that. Now, the very simple way to solve this problem, what is its Spikeham approach? I'll tell you. Peter is twice as old as Paul was, and Peter was as old as Paul is now. Sum of the present age of Peter and Paul is 42. Find the present age of Peter. Highly likely, right? You will find Paul's age first or Peter's age, doesn't matter. Highly likely the question paper setter would have put Paul's age in the option also. there will be Paul's age in the option. Sorry, Paul's age, there will be in the option also. So what I'll do is, I'll quickly check which two options, if I add, I get 42. So 26 plus 21, 26, 24, 21, 24, 21, 18, no. But I get 42 when I add 24 and 18. And I know Peter is twice as old as Paul. Peter is definitely elder. So answer should be option C, 24. That's the answer. So what I did, I just used this question paper setter's point of view. This is a very risky, method. But if you don't have time, this is a time management strategy. If you don't have time and if you don't have negative markings in your MCQ, please go for this method. Brilliantly works. I'm very sure, safely I can assume 90% of the question you will get the answer right. But you'll have to be very smart. What is there? What did I do? Present age of Peter they're asking. I'm very sure Peter and Paul's age, sum is 42. Very sure there will be Paul's age also to confuse us, because you guys only told there should be a 6 as an option. It's not me. It's everybody feels that. Even the question paper feels, setter feels that, right? So highly likely there will be Paul's option. Now the question is, what if two answers are 42? Of course you have to solve. That's why basics are important. But why I'm telling this strategy is, this is going to help you when you don't have time, and most of the times you are right, aptitude test, you won't have time. So this is a great strategy that will help you. So only 24 and 18, right? Only 24 and 18, if I add, I get 42, and I know Peter is elder. So answer is option C. Got it, guys? Got it? Everybody? Right? Great. Nice, guys. Let's go to the next question. Come on, guys. Now I want you guys to think very smart. Don't use pens. Very simple how to get the answer without using pens. This is again a Theseus question. Guys, I'm not framing options here and showing the strategy. This is all Theseus questions taken from Google. You can check it if you doubt, but this is how you solve it when you don't have time. But always basics are also important. Don't just go for the strategy. Inky, pinky, ponky kind. No, nothing. But this may lead to wrong answer. That's why I said it's also risky, but use it. This is like a weapon. Don't use it always. I want you guys to solve this problem. John is faster than James. John and James each walk 32. So John is there, James is there, each walk 32 kilometer. Sum of their speeds. So John's speed plus James' speed is 24 kilometer per hour. Okay, easy. And sum of their time. John's time plus James' time is 6 hours. John's speed is what? Answer. So very simple. You can either use the bottom-up approach or you can use the spy cam. So if they're asking John's speed, most likely, highly likely, James' speed should also be there in the option. Which two speeds, if I add, I'm getting 24, A and D, and John is faster, so answer is 18. John is faster, so answer is 18. Very simple. Sorry, answer is 16. I'm sorry. That's a good guess. That's a good guess. Many people guessed it right. But if you want to check again, bottom-up approach, you can quickly check. 32, they're asking for John's speed. If John's speed is 16, then it is what, 2 hours. And James' speed will be what, 8. So this will be 4 hours. If I add it, I should get 6 hours. I'm getting, so the answer is 16. Both the methods work here. So you don't want to really worry about should I use average speed, relative speed, effective speed, nothing. Don't keep your mind complicated, guys. Aptitude is very simple. And of course, these are very easy problems also, but You have to start from here. If you start in a very lazy mode, or with having some disbelief, I can't solve aptitude, you'll not be able to solve aptitude. Aptitude, you have to love it, and that you should do with some love, and definitely it's going to change how you prepare, practice, right? Hope you guys got it. Yes, Monica, you're right. Okay, we were solving a bit of difficult, easy questions. Now, a bit of difficult questions, something like Peter and Paul. Someone says, I don't feel interested while I study aptitude. What should I do? That's why don't you feel interested? Because you think about formulas, X, Y, logs, and geometry, area, volume, all these things, forget, man. Come on, think that you're solving a problem. You're genuinely solving a problem. Rahul got 60 watermelons is definitely a problem. You have to solve it. And that's when you automatically feel that, okay, good. First of all, believe that you can do it. If you don't believe, everything will be, boring. Sujitra asking, a SpyCam method is applicable for only these sort of problems. Yes, you'll have to understand when there are two elements that are asked in a question, mostly SpyCam will be applicable. Something like XY, something like John James, something like Peter Paul. When other things are involved, you can definitely go for it. But again, make sure you know the basics also to cross check, because you'll have a lot of time. You don't want to even take pens to solve this problem. It's very, very simple as that. Now, this problem, this is again a TCS problem, guys. Sikandar is asking, how should I prepare for Cognizant? Sikandar, definitely you can check Face Prep. We have a lot of written, a lot of questions about Cognizant. You can just go and prepare there. You can check Aptipedia. Thanks, Vijay. That's a good feedback here. Sharu says 49 is the answer. Great. Shivam Singh says 49. Akhil says 49. That's why I love this question. Arun says 49. Arun says 48. Okay. Let's solve this, guys. Okay. Now it's about to go for like say 1 hour now. Let's start solving this. See, I'm saying I don't want to care about whether this is an ages problem or an equation problem. Let's go for it. The data speaks itself. At the end of 1994, Mohit's age is half as old as his grandfather. The sum of the years in which they were born is 3844. Find Mohit's age at 1999. I got it? Right, let's start solving. So I'll probably draw a timeline, right? At the end of 1994, guys, listen to this carefully. At the end of 1994, Mohit's age is half as old as his grandfather. Okay. Now the sum of the age. So here Mohit is half as old as his grandfather. So if grandfather is 80, Mohit will be 40. Simple. That's the equation, right? Half. The sum of the years in which they are born is 3844, which means what? Say, imagine if Mohit was born in 1989 and this guy was born in 1961. If I add, I should get a number 3844. That's what. So I won't get now, but I'm saying my year of birth, say Mohit's year of birth plus grandfather's year of birth. If you add it, you should get 3844. Which means what? So imagine I'm adding 1 year. Say my grandfather's, okay, not that much, okay, grandfather's year of birth and his grandfather's year of birth. If you add it, what you will get something called as 3700, if I'm right. Yes, right. Now what will be the average year of birth? Average means what? I'll have to just divide by 2. If I divide by 2, I'll be getting the average year of birth. So here, the average year of birth of both Mohit and grandfather will be what? 1922. Am I right? 3844 divided by 2, I'll get 1922. So which means what? Grandfather was born somewhere over here, and Mohit was born somewhere over here. Of course, grandfather is elder. So this is a timeline. Say this is 2000, 2015, 2018, and goes on. So this is the data. 1922 is the average of 2 years. Mohit was born somewhere below that 1922, and grandfather was born somewhere above 1922. But I'm very sure this difference is equal to this difference, because that's why we call as average. All right, that's why we call it as average. So what is the average of 4 and 8? What is the average of 4 and 8, guys? It is 12. Sorry, it is 6. Sum by 2, 8 plus 4 by 2, it is 6. So it means what? The difference between 6 and 4 is as same as 6 and 8. So which means what? This difference, grandfather's year of birth in 1922 will be as same as 1922 and Mohit, right? So X and X I'll keep. Okay, I'll keep it as X and X. Now, here 1994, I know the condition that Mohit is half as old as his grandfather. So this will be grandfather's age, this whole box here. Grandfather was born here, and at 1994 will be grandfather's age, and this will be Mohit's age, and this will be Mohit's age, right? So this should be double. Now I know till this place it is 2x because x and x, right? So here what should be the case? It should be 2x again, because if this is 2x, the whole timeline will become 4x. Am I right? If this is 2x, whole timeline will become 4x. So it means it is satisfying the condition, right? The distance between 1922 to 1994 is 72 years, which is basically 2x plus x, which means 3x. So 3x is equal to 72 years. So which means x is 24 years. If x is 24 years, Mohit's age will be 2x, which is 48 years. So answer will be 48. Am I right? Answer will be 48. A lot of people answered 49. But again, you made a mistake. They are asking question Mohit's age at 1999, right? Which means what? I have to add 5 to my answer. So 48 plus 5. So the answer will be 53 and not 49 or 48. So this is how we should solve conventionally. Now imagine you are, okay, you're trained by SpyCam strategies, okay? And say, imagine you, of course, you have to practice a lot to solve like this. Now imagine you don't have time. What I'll do is very simple. They're asking Mohit's age at 1999 and they're referring Mohit's age at end of 1994. Definitely, I have to find 1994 and then only I will find 1999. Of course, right? Everyone has to find 1994's age and then only they'll find 1999. Which means what? Yes, you guys are right. Mohit's age at 1994 will also be there in the option. Mohit's age at 1999 will also be there in the option. And how to find it? The difference of 5 years. That's the difference of 5 years. I'll check which all option has a difference of 5 years. There is only 2 set of option with a difference of 5 years. So the answer should be 53 because they're asking 1999's age. So I'll just take and go. Simple. I'm highly likely Mohit's age at 1994 and 1999's age, obviously they will be giving in the option. So I'll just find which 2 option has 5 years difference, right? So there are only 2 options which has a 5 years difference. One is 48 and 53. And of course, they're asking 1999's age. So the answer is 53. So this is how this strategy can help you guys. But when I solve that method, that's where this averages, that basics and all will help you to, go for it. I hope you guys understood how this SpyCam strategy works when you don't have time and when you definitely feel that your intuition is right. I hope you guys understood this. Any doubts, guys? Any doubts so far? Yes, good, Nishta. You gave the right answer. Fantastic. Any doubts, people? No. Definitely, Aditi, we'll definitely go for these kind of sessions again. Now, this is how usually our training also will be. And does aptitude will be useful after getting job? Ramya is asking this question. Ramya, why do the recruitment drive has an aptitude test is to check your problem solving skills. Of course, after getting placed in TCS or Google, they won't ask you to sit and solve a data piece of work in 10 days and 20 days problem. But only if you have that problem solving ability, you will be able to solve real time problems like if Google page was hacked or data privacy, what will we do, how to solve this, certain problems you'll be facing in your industry, the organization which you work. For that, aptitude is a skill that will definitely help you. Yes, great. And as I said, this is how we are going to help you in your placements prime program as well. And I'm very sure most of the people who are attending would also know about this placements prime program. This is the way we'll be teaching you guys. So we are going to concentrate on three important things: placement aptitude, which involves quants, verbal and logical, and programming skills, professional skills. Like, we should not take light of that particular skill, because at the end of the day they are going to check your professional skills as well, how well you will fit in the company culturally and technically. This is the reason why they conduct this recruitment test. And this placements prime program mainly focuses on that, guys. So if you feel that you're weak in aptitude, or if you feel that you want a job, definitely, right? And I'm sure this is one program where you can invest on yourself, be it the time or your skill level. If you want to improve, this is a great program for pre-final year as well as final year students, right? As I said, we'll be dealing with quants, verbal, logical, data interpretation, and specific shortcut techniques and approaches like this. Speed max, which I really, really love. I'm very sure after this program, you all will be like calculating very fast and test taking strategies. Guys, YouTube guys, if you're interested to join this program, you can get the link in the bio and you can fill your details. We'll be sending you a mail regarding this program. And problem solving skills, see, oops, like most of the people will be looking for IT jobs, and this will give you a great head start compared to the others, because competition is something that you'll have to beat, right? At the end, you will have to beat your own friend, but yeah, you have to be upskilled for that, and company will look for it. Yes, right? And group discussions, personal interview, resume building, professionalism, communication skills. If I ask you guys to come out and speak in front of your class, I don't know how many people will like confidently go out. This program will help you do that. So yes, it's a 6 month program, guys. It's not just one day, 1 week, or 2 weeks. It's gonna be 6 months daily. Daily we'll be learning, like upskilling genuinely. So people say if you do it for 21 days continuously, it'll be a habit. And if you do it for 90 days continuously, lifestyle. So problem solving will become your lifestyle. So you can become a great consultant after, and you will have a dedicated mentor support. As I said, I have spoken to most of the people already. So you will get to call and get help from people. Mentors will call you and tell you that you are lagging in this and that and make you grow that skill. And it is hosted in an artificial intelligence platform, which means the system adapts to yourself, and each and everyone will have a different schedule based on your strengths and weakness, and live interactive sessions like this. And this course is valid till 30th April. You don't want to feel after 6 months I lose this content. No, till you finish your college, you will have this access to this course. And as I said, last year, 72% of face prep students were placed with the top IT recruiters, out of which 665 people were placed in TCS Ninja, TCS Digital, and Wipro NLTH. The national qualified test, 665 students. So yes, guys, this is going to be a daily practice, and it's going to help you upskill genuinely, right? As I said, the course price is 25,000. Yes, this is going to be a 6 months long investment program. Yes. So this is how you have to enroll. Click on enroll now, go to face prep, scroll down, you'll find the placement prime program. If guys, this is only for the people who wants to get a job genuinely and upskill them genuinely, right? So not for just come enroll in this program and go off, just do your other usual stuffs. No, it's not going to work for you. If you're very, very serious about your placements, we will make sure this placements you get it, right? And to get the benefits, you get free marathons. Face Prep is famous for marathons, company specific, TCS, Wipro, NLTH, etc. Right? Now, this offer, we had this early bird offer which was going on till 27th, and since a lot of people missed this offer, we have extended this for a couple of days. If you're interested again, you can just go and enroll in this program. Probably you can answer this poll as well. So guys, use this opportunity if you're really, really serious about this, getting jobs, getting upskilled by face prep experts. This is right platform for you. I know you'll be getting classroom aptitude training, but that is good. But if you want to go back and check, it's going to be really difficult. And always, whenever you've studied your school important subjects like maths, physics, chemistry, you always attended tuition. Why? Because you wanted to excel in that particular topics, and this is that tuition for you. Everyday drill, everyday upskilling, and it's going to be really helpful. Right. So yes, guys, you can use this coupon. If you want to enroll, you can use this coupon, or you can call or WhatsApp to this number, which is given here. People will help you. And definitely this is a life-changing program for third year, especially because if you are looking for a placement on campus, and if you're planning not to go out and struggle with off-campus drives and a lot of competition, this is for you, right? Now, open for doubts. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. So mechanical ke live kya? Sorry, I don't know Hindi. Can you please ask? No, this is not Monica. This is not Prep Insta. This is Space Prep. Arun Moli, yes, I understand, but this is a 6 months long program that you are investing on. Also, guys, we have an EMI option, that is 2 installment option. You can block your seat by paying 5,000 rupees, and before Feb 10th, you can pay the rest. That's gonna be, see, if you see the other programs, definitely out there in market, it's all 40,000, 50,000. No, we didn't want to, like, say, charge for advertisements and no marketing. This thing, this is all full quality course that you want to, and everybody wants to upskill genuinely. So we are putting a lot of efforts, assigning personal mentors, artificial intelligence platform. So yes, and definitely you will not regret, and you will feel this course is really worth for your placement preparation, and it's going to be useful, guys. You will stand apart away from the usual crowd of not in placements prime. There will be a difference between people who are taking placements prime and not. Tarun Sai, thank you for your feedback. Thanks, Monica. Live session, yes, we'll be planning in future. Yes. For people on YouTube, you can, there is a link in the bio. You can enter your details to get the offer details and installment details. You can enter your details there. Thanks, Nityashri. Thanks a lot. Thanks for coming, guys. This is the first step you guys have taken for preparation. I really appreciate it. There are lakhs and lakhs of pre-final year students, and out of which you guys always will be far ahead from them, for sure. Thanks, Abba. Pankaj, mechanical student, yes, this is for everybody, irrespective of your department, everybody can attend. In fact, the programming and coding, many people said it's difficult. It's for you guys also, because we'll be teaching in a very logical way, and it's going to help you. Arunmali, next session, we'll let you know. Keep following Face Prep. Ashwini, yes, keep following Face Prep. We'll let you guys know. For that, please register in that link which is given so that you guys can attend the GoToWebinar from next time. Thanks, Jagdish. Thanks, guys. Thanks a lot for your feedback. It's definitely motivating us. We'll definitely deliver our best and make sure you get placed in your dream company. All the best, guys. See you soon. It was a great evening with you all. I hope you guys enjoyed. So, Yash, check the link in the bio. You will find it. You can fill in the details. Thank you, Deepthi. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Yash. Thank you, Akash. It was great having you guys. Hoping to have more sessions like this in the future. And for placements prime people, yes, we'll meet very, very often. See you all soon. Good night. Have a great night. Thanks a lot.